Hi my dear students, myself Deepa. I am going to present new topic in front of you, that is from history part. Unit 2 are Karnataka. Every one of you know that our state is Karnataka, and Karnataka has history of 2000 years. Many parts of Karnataka have prehistoric Stone Age sites. Even historians also identified these sites in many parts of Karnataka. About the magnificent history of Karnataka, you are going to learn in further classes. Present in this unit, you will study about the 4 divisions of Karnataka and districts of each division. Along with that, literature, art, agriculture, industries, and history of the division, culture heritage, health. Like this, many aspects we are going to learn in this lesson. Every one of you aware of that our country was ruled by Britishers, even Karnataka also. During the rule of British, they have formed various districts. Some were small and some were extended. It means some were small but some were very big, very large. Even they had district headquarters. They were changing every time. Oftenly they used to change these district headquarters. Like this, they have divided many districts. After the independence of India, in Karnataka, many districts were formed and large districts divided to create smaller one, because during the British rule, they had some small districts and some were very large. Those large districts were divided to create smaller districts. Like this, many districts also formed and district headquarters also formed after the independence. And also, to facilitate better administration, Karnataka divided into 4 revenue divisions. Those are Bengaluru division, Mysuru division, Belagavi division and Kalburgi division. And even each division has districts. For example, Bengaluru division has 9 districts, Mysuru division 8 districts, Belagavi division 7 districts are there, and in Kalburgi division there are 6 districts. Like this, districts were divided in each division. And here, for example, one division. This division head is divisional commissioner. Who is the head? Divisional commissioner. And each district administration is taken over by the DC, nothing but deputy commissioner. So these will facilitate better administration for people. Among these 4 divisions, you are going to learn 2 divisions in the first semester. Those are Bengaluru and Mysuru divisions, and Belagavi and Kalburgi division you are going to learn in second semester. So in this class we shall start to study about the Bengaluru division. Bengaluru is our capital. As you all know that the Karnataka capital city is Bengaluru, and it is one of the administrative division of Karnataka. In Bengaluru division there are 9 districts. They are Shivamogga, Davangere, Tumkuru, Kolar, Chikkaballapura, Ramnagara, Bengaluru Rural, Bengaluru Urban and Tumukuru. These are the 9 districts in Bengaluru division. So this is about the introduction of this lesson. Let's start with the Bengaluru division. In the Bengaluru division, today's class we shall study about these 3 points: history of Bengaluru division, natural resources, forests, wild animals and national parks. First, start with the history of Bengaluru division. Bengaluru has history as rich as Karnataka. The earliest rulers were from Ganga's dynasty. Kuvalalapura was their capital. Present Kuvalalapura is called Kolar. After the decline of Ganga dynasty, many dynasties ruled this area, like Cholas, Hoysalas, Vijayanagara kings, Mysuru kings, Marathas, Bijapur Adil Shahis. Like this, many dynasties ruled this area. During the rule of Vijayanagara kings, Palegaras were rulers of each region. It means for each region there was a head. He was called Palegara, and those regions were called Palepattus. Each Palegara had to report to the Vijayanagara king. Whatever tax they collect from the people in their region and whatever gifts they get from the people, they have to submit to Vijayanagara kings, because they were working under the Vijayanagara kings. Some of the important Palepattus during the Vijayanagara rule were Keladi, Chitradurga and Yelahanka. These were the important Palepattus. This is about the history of Bengaluru division. Next point is natural resources. Let me tell the meaning of natural resources. The word itself describes the meaning of natural resource. Resources which we obtain from nature are called natural resources. It means whatever thing we get from the nature, whatever thing we receive from the nature, those are called natural resources. For example, forest, wild animals, rivers, waterfalls, minerals, soil, these all comes under the natural resources. Bengaluru division has tropical monsoon climate. The climate of Bengaluru division is not equal in all the districts. For example, Kolar has hot climate, whereas Shivamogga district receives highest rainfall, but Chitradurga receives lowest rainfall. Remaining districts like Tumkuru, Davangere and Chikkaballapura, Ramnagara, these all receives moderate rainfall. Moderate in the sense medium rainfall. Many of the rivers in Bengaluru division originates from Western Ghats. Some of the important rivers of Bengaluru division are Uttara Pinikini, Dakshina Pinikini, Vedavati, Sharavati, Shimsha, Tungabhadra and others. Like this we can see many rivers flowing in the Bengaluru division. The very famous, world famous waterfall, that is Jog Falls. It is in Shivamogga. One more waterfall, Mutyala Madhu waterfall, it is in Bengaluru. And many other irrigation projects also we can see in Bengaluru division. Some of the important dams, irrigation projects, it means dams. Gajanuru Dam, Tunga Dam, these are in Bengaluru. Vani Vilas Dam, this dam was built or constructed during the Mysuru king's rule. So this is about the important dams or irrigation projects of Bengaluru division. Many of the rivers in Bengaluru have dried out. The reason behind this: uncontrolled urbanization, environmental pollution and deforestation. And other reasons also they behind this. It means many rivers are dried out. Because of this, Bengaluru is facing lack of water or scarcity of water. Means they are facing the water problem especially in the summer season. It is our duty to save our water resource. So we have to save our natural resource, very important resource, that is water resource. We have to save by controlling these all, like deforestation, urbanization, these all we have to control. Then we can save the natural resources, not only water, other natural resources also we can save. Next, one more important natural resource, that is minerals. In Bengaluru division, different type of minerals also we can see. The most famous productive gold mine of our country, especially in Karnataka, that is Kolar gold mine. But now the production of gold is reduced in the Kolar, but it was one of the very important gold mine in Karnataka. Iron ore deposits are found in Chitradurga and Tumkuru. Chitradurga is also famous for copper ore deposits. So this is about the minerals of Bengaluru division. By this, natural resources point is completed. Next one is forests, wild animals and national parks. In Bengaluru division, Shivamogga has dense forest. It means Shivamogga district covered with a thick forest area. But Bengaluru urban district has least forest area in the Bengaluru division. The districts of this division have forest ranging from evergreen forests to deciduous forest. The Sahyadri mountain ranges passes through the borders of Shivamogga district. In the forest area, we find different type of trees like bamboo, banyan tree, tamarind tree, neem, mango, sandalwood, dindiga, teak, jali are some of the important trees found in these dense forest. The tallest mountain in this division is Halurameshwara Gudda of Chitradurga district. Other famous mountains are Kavaledurga, Chandragutti, Kodachadri and Nandidurga. These are famous mountains in Bengaluru division. And I told you there is a dense forest in Shivamogga. If forest is there, we can see wild animals also. Some of the wild animals in this division are wildcat, tiger, leopard, bison, wild pig, deer, bear and wolf. These are the animals or wild animals found in the forest. To protect these wild animals and forest area, there are many forest reserves, wildlife sanctuaries, bird sanctuaries, national parks are there. These protects the forest and wild animals. Some of the important forest reserve, wildlife sanctuaries, national parks are Jogimatti Forest Reserve in Chitradurga, Bannerghatta National Park, it is in Bengaluru urban district, Bhadra Wildlife Sanctuary, Sharavati Wildlife Sanctuary, Shettihalli Wildlife Sanctuary, Gudavi Bird Sanctuary, Mandagadde Bird Sanctuaries. These all we find in Shivamogga. Kaggaladu Bird Sanctuary is in Tumkuru. Ramadevara Betta Vulture Sanctuary, it is in Ramnagara. And Jayamangali Blackbuck Sanctuary, it is in Tumkuru. These are the important national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and forest reserve. So this is about the Bengaluru division, starting 3 points. So let's discuss next points in the next class. Thank you. Have a great day.